It's fun time.
Terrance on the show. We back live for the factory in the building. I'm talking about a situation here on air right about now. Okay, hold on. Let me show my face. Okay. The topic of discussion here. We're talking about people that are still married, but their significant other don't want to move on, but they moved on to other relationships. How do you deal with that? Because the other person, if they don't want to sign the papers or the situation, what do you do? What do you do? Because some people, they don't want to sign it. They're technically still married, right, Shane?
I mean, I guess, yeah. I feel like isn't there like a legal thing you can do to get them to sign? Like, can't you like try to take them to court and shit?
It can be. It can be something you can take them to court, but if you still sign, if you have not signed those papers, if those papers are not being signed, technically they're still married, right?
Technically, yes.
So, if they're still married and they have moved on, don't feel the other way about the other person, whether it be a man or
but they just refuse to sign. I mean, if you've moved on though,
right,
and you don't even have feelings for the person that you're still married to anymore,
yeah,
then why aren't you signing?
Because the other person may feel that they may still love them. They want to sign. They don't want to sign the shit.
Yeah, but all right. Well, now I'm confused. Then didn't you just say that the person who wasn't signing?
No, the person that doesn't want to sign it.
Right.
Right, is the person that's still in love with the other person.
Okay.
But the other person that moved on.
Oh, right.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood.
Okay. Oh, yeah. So my point is that the other person that's married moved on, right?
Right.
But the significant other didn't want to move on. Then what?
Then you find legal reasons to get them to sign. Then you find legal reasons to get them to sign. You try to I guess you could take them to court or something because you can't force someone to stay married to you. You really can't. I mean,
you just take somebody to court and they don't show up and they don't want to sign it. Then what?
Maybe they can make it mandatory.
Huh?
I don't know.
Only thing that people have to pay.
This is a question that has an answer that we don't have an answer for. We don't know the answer to this question. We can Google it, but
we can Google it.
Google it
on your phone.
I'm gonna.
Google on your phone, let me know. I need to know, find out. Anybody, okay, there's a certain time and frame. So this is what Barbara said. She said there's a certain time and frame for the other person to sign. The judge will do it for you. Oh, I didn't know the judge. I didn't know. I didn't know that the judge would do it for you. I didn't know.
So if they don't sign it within a certain amount of time, then the judge does it for them.
I didn't know that.
Okay.
I didn't know that they did that because some people still married out here. Don't it cost money to get a divorce? Huh? Isn't it money for a person to get a divorce? I mean,
here's what Google says.
All right, that's what Google says, and Google's never wrong.
Uncontested divorce. If you serve the divorce papers. If you serve the divorce petition on your spouse and he or she filed an uncontested response but won't sign off on the final divorce papers, courts in some states may allow the case to proceed as though it's uncontested. You may wait to be assigned a court appearance date. So that's how it works.
So if they do it at a court appearance date, what is that saying then?
That means you just got to appear in court. And if you don't show up, then it goes on uncontested.
So that person is still married to him?
No. It gets done regardless.
Wow. Oh wow.
Because uncontested means that they're not going to fight it.
Oh wow. I didn't know that. I thought the other person had to sign it.
I mean, but if they refuse to sign it, then you get a court date and everything, and if you don't show up, it proceeds uncontested.
Okay. Makes a lot of sense there. Okay.
See, I knew that there was an answer to this that we were missing, that we didn't have.
How do most people follow through with it?
I think most people do. I feel like certain people feel like, I don't know. I guess you can't legally force someone to stay married.
I thought it costs money to get a divorce.
It does sometimes. If you get a lawyer.
You know what the funny part is about marriage? I always feel about alimony.
Yeah.
Alimony alimony to me is like, yo, like you get a divorce, then you gotta pay their spouse some money. Like that's deep.
Yeah.
Think about it, man. You know, like I think people who get married, it's like a business situation. Some people get married for business. Some people don't even get married for love.
Yeah.
It doesn't cost money. Oh, okay. All right, it seems like there's a lot of married women in this.
They know an awful lot about divorces.
I know. Right? There's a lot of married women in this room right about now. Wow. Oh my goodness, man. Shout out to all the women that are married or divorced that's in the Instagram live right about now. Oh my goodness. Okay, call in. I'm going to give you the number right now. So Shay from Vegas is going to give us a call. 215-909-9925. Once again, if you want to call in, 215-909-9925. You call in right now on the West Coast and you let us know. Because I'm looking for it. I don't even know. I wasn't never married, so I don't know how this goes, but I knew a lot of people out there who are older people who had never got it. I mean, they just split.
Right.
They moved on.
That's what my parents did.
Yeah, your parents did that, right, Shane?
Right.
So let me ask you something, Shane. Can I ask, Shane?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So your parents being divorced.
Well, they're not divorced.
They're not divorced, but they moved on.
Right.
Why they haven't went through the procedure of getting a divorce?
I don't really know the answer to that question. It's going to happen soon, actually.
Right.
Like,
how long has it been since they split?
I want to say 12 years.
12 years?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they've been split but not divorced for 12 years. Roughly. I want to say something like 12 or 13, but yeah.
Wow. Okay. So, but they have never did it.
Yeah. But I mean, it's going to happen at least, if not by the end of this year, sometime in the beginning of the next year.
Bruce Bannon in the building from Atlanta.
Snap.
Yo, what up, Bruce? You still married, right? Ain't you still married? Tell us about that. How's that going for you? Let us know, man. Ain't you still married? Ain't you still married? All right, in Atlanta. I think he left the room because guys don't tend to be wife chicken heads. What do you mean?
Huh?
How she said? Oh, Barbara said. Because guys don't tend to wife chicken heads. Really? You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised how many men out there have actually dated some ratchet females. Okay? And you'd be surprised how many women have dated weirdos. Okay? We're going to put that out there. Weirdos. Okay, we're going to come back on the other side. If any women out there that's been divorced or in the middle of the divorce, or if any guys out there that's going through a situation prior to, or whatever the case may be, give us a call. Call in. And Shay, I'm waiting for your call all the way out in Vegas. Call in. I'm about to play some Take Me Back R&B Boss, man. Let's get into it. The Terrance Show, the best show in the world. Let's get into it. Let's get. Okay, we got an exclusive call right now on the Daily Grind Radio Show. Okay, here we go. We got Shay all the way from Vegas. Go ahead, Shane. Tag her in. Hello, Shay?
Hello.
Hey, how are you? What's going on, Shay? Tell people where you calling from.
Oh, you're hurting my ear.
Okay, I'm sorry. Tell people where you calling from.
Las Vegas.
Okay, Shay, so you tell us right now, okay, so what were you saying?
Say your topic again.
Okay, the topic is people. I'm not going to say men and women that are going to divorce, but they moved on and they got in other relationships knowing they haven't been divorced yet. Okay. Now, what happens if they want to move on and start a new life with a new person and everything like that, but the other person has not signed the papers? Now, you had said in my Instagram chat.
That doesn't matter. So when I was going through my divorce, when I served him, he didn't have to. If you don't sign it, then you go to court. They have to grant it for somebody. It has to be signed.
So isn't
That's not how it works.
Isn't it money involved when it comes to things like this?
It is money, but everybody's situation is different. But you have to pay for a divorce.
Okay. So how much does it cost? Did you have to pay any money?
Did I have to pay money?
Yes.
Yeah, but I mean, it wasn't like... You basically pay for the paperwork. You're paying for the paperwork.
So how much was the paperwork? Or how much was it the cost to get you to get married? Divorce?
That was years ago. I don't know, but the paperwork can be anywhere from like 60 to 100. It depends on what documents you need. It can be more depending on what you're trying to like. Oh, you want this, like what you're trying to split and everything like that. But it doesn't matter. I was calling to tell you that it doesn't matter if the other person doesn't want to sign it.
So it doesn't matter.
Yeah, because
once I search you, that's on document. It's court dated, stamped. If you don't sign it, you have a certain amount of time. I take it back to court, and then like the other person was saying, you go to court and they don't have to show up. The judge will just grant it.
Okay.
Yeah, because I mean, you can't just like
It's
force someone to stay married.
I mean, you can't force somebody to stay married to you, and it's basically a money thing. Like they're gonna, they got their money from you. They just want money before you have to pay for a divorce. So I mean, you can't force somebody to stay with you.
So how long have you been divorced?
I have been. Why are we switching this on me?
Huh?
I've been divorced for 5 years.
Wow. Okay. Congratulations. I'm proud of that. Okay. Well, I didn't know that. Thank you for calling in, Shay. And I appreciate your wisdom and time for telling people that you don't have to wait to get those goddamn papers signed.
You don't have to wait, so don't let nobody tell you that.
Right. So if you're out there and you're married and you feel as though you want to move on with your life and do positive things and get it going, then guess what? Then move on. We're going to come back on the other side of the Terrance and Show. Okay, bye-bye. Thank you, Shay.
Of course. Be blessed.
Okay, talk to you soon. All right. Okay. Bye-bye. We're going to come back on the Terrance Henry Show live in full effect, a.k.a. the best show in the world, a.k.a. the best show in the universe. We're going to get into some more music here on the Terrance Henry Show once I get that music up and going. And if you have any requests, we don't have it for you because we just don't have it. So, hold up, Shane.
Yeah.
Hold on 1 second. I can't. This darn thing is. I just want to play some music. We're going to come back on the other side. Terrance Henry Show. Yeah. Okay, we back. WRM Radio, the Terrance Henry Show. We're live full effect. We in the building, man. Yo, we talk. Wait a minute. Let's clear it off. So I want to talk about it because I don't feel like everybody has talked about it. So let's talk about the thing in Libya. Let's talk about what's going on in Libya and about the slave trade and what's going on. There's a lot going on with the slave trade in Libya. It's very, people are being sold for $400. You wouldn't think at this time in this situation that people will be getting sold around this time in this era that we live in. I think it's a sad situation. I don't know how people are being sold and people are not taking action of it, but it's a real situation here. What do you think about it, Shane? Tell me what you think about it.
Well, I mean, it's obviously terrible.
Yeah. It is.
From what I read about it, I mean, these are people from Africa, from like North Africa, basically just trying to get to Europe, to like get out of poverty, to like save themselves, save their families and stuff.
Right.
And then when they come into Libya, they become illegal immigrants. You know what I mean? So they're rounded up and they're put in detention camps. And then the people who run these detention camps, start, selling them off to people and stuff like that. Like, oh, this guy will dig. He's a good digger. Look how big and strong he is and shit like that. And apparently this isn't new. Apparently this has been going on for years, apparently.
And the scary thing about this is, to me, is that these people that's trying to get to Europe. Hold on, this is Freez calling me. Yo, Freez, you on air right now, man. What's good? Where you at? All right, man, we waiting on you when you get here, man. We talking about Libya and the slave trade, man. It's got real deep right about now, man. We waiting on you when you get here. Maybe you can tell us about it, right?
Oh, yeah. I got you. I'm going to be here in 10 minutes, bro.
All right, you on City Line Avenue. Damn, bro, you got to get to Germantown, man. You got to go across.
It's not far.
It ain't far.
It ain't far.
I know it ain't far. All right. We on air, man, but all right. All right, we'll see you when you get here, man. We'll give you a little drink when you get here, man.
Oh, all right, yeah.
All right, see you in a little bit.
All right, bro.
All right. Yeah, that was Freez. That's our guest that's going to be on. So apparently, this has been going on for years.
Yeah, this isn't new information. The only reason that so many people have found out about it recently is because someone with a cell phone has recorded some very grainy ass, low quality video and put it up on the internet, and people saw it. You know, people saw the auction of a man being auctioned off to somebody for roughly $400.
But the only thing is that all these people that's coming in there because they got guns and stuff like that when they come over here, like so many of them, they can't like rally up and try to fight off everybody. Like, what's going on?
I mean, I don't know the entire like situation or legalities of it. I mean, Libya is it's a North African country, and Africa as a whole is just a fucked up continent, and it's not surprising that something like this would be happening under there.
I need to find out where these people getting sold to.
Just people in Libya.
That's crazy.
Because the people that are being sold aren't from Libya, right? They're people moving through Libya because Libya is how you get to the Mediterranean Sea and then get across the Mediterranean Sea to Europe. And the boats filled with these migrants are like funded by Italy and shit like that. And they're taken back to Libya, back to Africa, where they're put in detention camps because they're illegal immigrants.
It's deep.
Yeah, I mean, it's fucked up.
It's been going on for years.
Yeah.
Fucking years, man. I feel like, with everything that's going on in this country, going on in the world, man. A lot of things. One thing I can say about social media is that it does broadcast things a lot faster when it comes to these situations.
Yeah, I think without the internet, just the internet in general, not even just social media, but just the internet in general. Without the internet, we probably would have never even heard about this.
No.
You know what I mean? Somebody might have recorded it and then gave it to a news agency, and the news agency says, this isn't really a story. We can't run this. No one's going to care, so they don't run it. But you put this on the internet, suddenly a bunch of people care. Suddenly it's news. You know what I mean? So we wouldn't be seeing this like a call for action. If it wasn't for the internet and social media and things like that. You know what I mean? So I'm just surprised we actually haven't heard about it sooner.
There's a lot of things that we don't know about in this world.
Yeah.
That
and
scares me, man.
Very powerful people, trying to make sure that stuff like this doesn't get out. You know what I mean? And
so what is Trump doing about this?
Trump's not going to do anything about it. He won't care. The only thing Trump cares about when it comes to people of color is calling them out when they mess up.
That guy, Trump, man, he's a very interesting guy. He doesn't give a shit about people of color.
No.
I think since he's been in office, you could tell the mood swings in the country, how people feel like. Because, it was calm for the last 8 years. Besides the fact that, a couple of things have happened under Obama's regime as far as the African Americans or so, but it wasn't as detrimental as it is now.
No,
using those words correctly.
I think what happened was that, you get a lot of people saying that, like a lot of conservative people saying, like, oh, Obama was, like, the worst president in our country and stuff like that.
Hold on, we got a caller coming in. Vicky, all the way from Jersey, what up? What's good with you, Vicky?
Shit.
We're talking about Trump and the whole Libya thing. Libya. I'm sorry, Libya. What do you think about that? That's what we're talking about right now. We're talking about Libya.
Oh, okay.
What do you think about that?
I think I'm still asleep, but I think it's pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
Now we got slaves in 2017.
We got slaves in 2017. Ain't that crazy?
Yeah, it's crazy.
I know. We're sitting here drinking XO. Talking. Huh?
Where's my invite?
Well, I got you. You on air. There's people listening to you now.
Okay.
I just want to let you know that you're on the microphone.
Am I that friend? You gotta make sure I know that other people around.
Yes, you do. So I just want to let you know that, okay?
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna hit you back up. I'm still on air. All right. All right, cool. So,
Very harsh change of pace right there.
Yeah, you had to do that. You know, I mean, people call you and you have to let them know and stuff
Right.
like that. You know, but it's a very, very scary situation.
Yeah, I mean the thing is that like Africa is such a fucked up continent. You know what I mean?
You think so? Because everybody talk real good about Africa.
No, they had. Do you know what apartheid is? They had apartheid all through the '90s, where like it was illegal for black people and white people to even be together.
I know it's a continent, or not a continent. I'm sorry. It's somewhere in Africa where it's nothing but allowed only white people.
Yeah, that's mainly South Africa.
Yeah, like Cape Town and all that.
Yeah. You know, and those are all like Dutch Europeans who invaded.
Pretty much migrated to.
Who migrated to Africa and then basically were then born there because their ancestors came to Africa to take seasonings and land and stuff like that and people. You know what I mean? And then the white people who are there and born there and then grow up there. You know what I mean? But because they're white, they're suddenly the first class citizens.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, this is very racist in Cape Town.
Yeah, well, but because of white people entering Africa and messing the whole country up, you get warlords who then go through entire towns and villages and things like that and take what they want. You know what I mean? They'll burst through your door in the middle of the night and say like, do you have any food? Do you have any money? Give us your money. You don't have any money? Give us your food. Or if you don't have money to give, they'll just take whatever they want. You know what I mean? If you try to fight back, they'll kill you and things like that. Like Africa as an entire continent. I'm not saying like every single place in Africa is unsafe.
What about Nigeria?
That's the thing. I don't know too much about this.
Right,
what I'm saying is that like the people who are entering through Libya to try to leave Africa are simply just trying to find a better life because life is so messed up where they come from. You know what I mean? It's like the same. I would say their situation is the same yet more extreme than the people who come to America trying to find a better life. You know what I mean? The people who come to America illegally to try to find a better life, they're escaping poverty, they're escaping crime. You know what I mean? It's and it's extremely unsafe to even drive through certain parts of Mexico because you might get shot by a cartel. You know what I mean? But the people who are entering through Libya, they're leaving behind war. They're leaving behind devastation and poverty and starvation to try to find a better life. And
did you see the footage or the picture where they had them tied up?
No, I haven't. I haven't seen any of it actually.
Yeah, so it's a footage where you see some of the people in Libya. Libya. Okay, where they're tied up by a foot.
Upside down?
Yeah, upside down. Their feet are right here. Their bodies are down low. And they're showing that. And I look at that. And I said, wow. I'm looking at that. And I'm saying to myself, I'm looking at some shit that I see in the history books.
Exactly.
Where these motherfuckers is tied up from the foot. Tied up.
Yeah.
Like they were fucking product.
Right. Because that's what they're being sold as.
But and the fucked up thing is you got to be a sick motherfucker to sell off somebody.
Yeah.
And think that this is okay.
Right.
What happened if we would have traveled over there? And we would just say we was just doing sightseeing.
Oh, well, they would leave us alone because, they would probably harass us a little bit, because we're Americans or something, you know what I mean? But we got passports and things like that, but we're not traveling through there illegally. We're not trying to go through and hide and then leave, you know what I mean?
I'm just like really alarmed by all this shit.
Yeah, it is alarming, you know what I mean?
Because my whole thing is like they selling. This shit been going on for years, and the scary thing is, there's a lot of shit in this country. No, I'm sorry, not this country, this world.
Yeah.
That we don't know about, that motherfuckers is doing.
I'm sure that this video of the slave trade's only scratching the surface of what's been going on. Apparently, things that have been happening to migrants moving through. It's like they're not only just being like sold as slaves, but apparently they're also being like murdered, raped, it's terrible.
We're gonna come back on this side of Terrance on the show. We're gonna talk a little bit more about it. I got my guest on the phone right now who keeps calling me. Oh, you outside? We got to come and get you right now, man. We're gonna come back on the side of Terrance on the show. Freez is here! God damn it! We're gonna come back on the other side of Terrance on the show. Okay, we're back. Dollar Ground Radio, the Terrance on the show with Loud and Full Effect. We got a special guest in the building. I've been knowing him for years, man. He got the goatee long like a fucking whatever. It goes all the way down. My man Freez, #1 ranked on the
numberOnemusic.com.
numberOnemusic.com. He's ranked #1 right here. My man Freez. What up, Freez?
What's good, man?
What's good with you, man? How you, man? How you doing, man?
I can't complain, man. I'm out here living life.
Man, long time no see, man. I've been seeing you working. You know what, Freez? As long as I've been knowing you, you remind me of one of them dudes like you work and don't tell nobody. you just be letting shit underhandedly just happen, and then when shit pop up, like I told y'all.
It's one of the laws of power or whatever. I'll be reading that book.
Yeah, I know you have been reading that book, man.
Don't let nobody know your moves. They can't foil your plot.
Right, exactly. It's right. You know what I mean? So you've been on the scene, in the internet scene for a while, but not in Philly, but just all across the world. Across the world, people actually know who you are.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know who you are.
Yeah, that's true.
A lot of people in Philly
That's true.
don't know who you are. But you've been making a strong impact
On the internet.
And I've been seeing that. I think I hit you up like what, 2, 3 o'clock in the music, 12, quarter o'clock?
I think it's like 12 o'clock.
Like 12 o'clock, I was like, yo, send me some music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I watch.
Right.
I watch. So when I watch you for a while. I'm seeing how consistent you are.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because the whole point of it is that, to show consistency,
Right.
you got to keep going.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you got some major songs that's really been popping, your fans and everything like that. How's that been working for you?
Yeah, it's really good actually. I had a bunch of songs on there. Like I'm over 40,000 something plays on there right now. So, I mean, that's just on that website.
I dropped the bomb, bro.
But yeah, the song, what's it called? I'm the Illest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that joint's over 20,000 plays right now by itself. So yeah.
So is it you work on Mark?
Well, Mark, yeah, me and him, he getting the studio ready for January, and then me and him about to get back in the booth and start going back to work. We had been down for a minute. But yeah, me and Mark we still close, we still working.
Yeah, so I called Mark, man. I called Mark one time, I was drunk, like 12 o'clock at night, like, yo, you doing my bro? Yeah, he like, yeah, good brother, I know, man, I know, you good, And we had a little brief talk or whatever, but I haven't got back into talking to Mark for a while, but that's good that y'all doing y'all thing, man.
Yeah. So
what's going on, Free? Like, what's coming up besides that, man?
I just put my whole mixtape out, Freez Da Hell, on SoundCloud.com.
What the fuck you putting on SoundCloud for, bro? You didn't tell me?
It's
What the fuck, bro? I thought you was gonna send me 20. I said send music. You sent me 3 fucking songs.
Bro, I literally just put it up like yesterday. Well, actually, like this. No, not yesterday. I'm sorry. This was this morning. It was
Why you ain't send me that shit, man? Like, what the fuck? Like, you sent me 3 fucking songs? I'm good for 3, right? That's what you telling me? You was like, yo, this nigga good for 3 songs.
If they want to hear the rest of the show, they can just go to SoundCloud. It's right there. It's free. Like
I know it's free, but at least let them hear it on my show.
And say you got that's like the preview, and then you go to SoundCloud, you get the rest of it.
I guess, bro. I was really hoping that you sent me the motherfucking song.
I sent you like one of the main bangers. Like you got I'm the Illest. Like that's one of the main joints that everybody likes. So
I'm the Illest. Wait a minute, I didn't put that up for my.
I mean it. It's called I mean it.
I got 5 a.m. Oh, I got the Illest.
Yeah.
Underscore. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got that. You gonna play that right now?
Yeah.
I'm gonna play that right about. Where's it at? Yeah, here. I'm gonna play it. I got it. Yeah. I was listening to these drums when I thought it was a little lit.
That's the best time to listen.
Yeah, I mean, because you got that motherfucking get high music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that get high music would be the shit. You know what I mean? But you're lyrical. You're a lyrical dude.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Man.
So like most of the stuff that you do is just like the content of it is just like you really go into your zone. I remember coming to your house and like you was telling me about. Remember when I came to your house in West Philly?
Yeah.
he's watching shit or whatever like that. I think for you, it's just more visual we need, man. We need more visual.
Yeah. That's why I got my cameraman that I'm working with now. He got caught up in some shit or whatever tonight, but my man, he got his shit is called Ugly Boy Visuals.
Yeah.
You can follow him on the gram. You know what I mean? He got a whole bunch of shit. He don't just do music, like he do a whole lot of shit. Like you can see he do like baby showers and all type of stuff. Like he real like
baby showers?
He do everything. Like he a photographer. Like he really into his camera shit. So like you know what I'm saying? So that's why like I actually got a professional, you know what I'm saying, cameraman to work with me now, you know what I mean? So you about to see a lot more of that coming up in 2018.
Let's go, man. 2018 is a big powerful thing in the situation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know what? I really want to see you like. You like a quiet dude, dog. We talking because you know what I mean. I know you, but you around anybody else, you don't say too much.
I mean, you know.
But bro, I want to see you break out of that, man. I want to let that. You gotta talk your shit, man.
I mean, you know, they usually say the loudest person in the room is usually the weakest person.
Yeah, man. I get the Denzel shit, the whole fucking American Gangster. I get it, man. But sometimes we gotta let motherfuckers know, like I'm here.
I do in my music. You know what I'm saying? That's how I let them know.
I got the best show in the world. People think I'm crazy for saying that. This nigga talk.
Oh, that's the attitude you gotta have, though. You know what I'm saying? That's how you gotta feel about your shit. You gotta be that passionate.
Yeah, but you had though.
Yeah.
I heard all your shit. I think what was it? When was the first time I heard your shit? 2011.
Probably. Yeah. I know you for a while. Man.
I know, bro, because you gotta remember, man. Back then, like your cousin put me on.
Right.
And I think that we was doing the shows down in the Northeast.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We was all part of, what was it, AMI?
The Bamboo Bar.
Yeah, the Bamboo Bar. Was it AMI 5? Yeah, we was all part of it. Yo, we thought we was really moving shit. Everybody was broke.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And you was hosting the show.
I was a nice ass host. You know that. Yeah, that shit was popping. We only had 2 shows. The first show was like, the second show was the shit.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, I don't know what the fuck happened, that shit perished. We had something going on special.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Just be like...
Black people, that's what we
I don't want to say it's black people.
Man, it was black people.
It ain't black people per se. It's just like, you know, everybody, like, they don't see the vision all the time. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like really hard to be that chosen person that had that vision and to be committed to that vision and to go with it even when nobody else and everybody, and you say everybody falls to the side and shit.
But bro,
it's hard to do that.
Who do we have though? We had you. Who's the boy? He's the best rapper in the world. Boy, that was like Bruce something. I don't know the fucking name. Starks, something. That motherfucker had like, I mean, he
I know you're talking about.
I mean, his shit was called the Risk Club, really in the crack house. That was his name. That was his.
No, I know. I remember his name. Damn, I can't remember. It was Stacks something.
Stacks.
Like North. It was like North or something.
Yeah, Stacks. We had him, and we had the boy Cash and Shot. But we had Shot.
Yeah.
I fuck with Cash and Shot. That was my niggas.
Yeah.
So we had artists and we had all type of shit going on, man.
Right, we had a lot of shit going on.
I don't know what the fuck happened after that, man.
It was like, I don't know.
You was quiet as shit.
I was new to the situation, like,
I
you know
know.
what I'm saying? Like, y'all had already had shit, like, popping for a minute before, and I just came in, so it was like, I was just getting to know everybody.
I was /CEO. You was the new artist. You came in. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot going on back then.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like when I get into a new situation, I like to fall back, peep shit. Like that's what I'm saying. Like that's the whole art of my quietness. Like I'm not quiet all the time. Like people that know me, they know like I'm not quiet like that all the time. But like when I'm around new people, I like to kind of like peep people. Like everybody not your friends, so you know I like to kind of see how people live, their mannerisms and shit.
Your number's still the same.
Yeah.
You called me, I'm like, oh shit. Still number still the same. Pop right up, Freez. I said, oh shit. Let's get into it, man. Let's get into the first song. Is I'm in it, right?
I'm in it, yeah.
So we're gonna get into it right now. Freez is in the building. You know what I mean? Number 1 ranked on number 1. What's the website? Tell me again.
Number1music.com.
Number1music.com. He's ranked number 1 right now in the world, right?
It's for Philly.
It's for Philly.
Yeah.
You ranked number 1.
Philly, yeah.
It was so humble when you say that. It's so fucking humble. Like you ranked number 1, motherfucker. You talking about something? Yeah, man, it's Philly. That motherfucker with 40. How many spins it get?
What the song? I'm the illest. It's 20,000 something.
I'm the illest.
20,000 something.
20,000.
I don't know the exact number. 20,000 something.
Let's see. Man, Freez in the motherfucking building, man. My brother, man. Let's get into it, man. Yeah, I'm in it. What is it called?
I mean it.
I mean it. Yeah, there we go. Don't even mind me, it's the XR. Alright, let's go. Okay, we back. Doug Brown Radio, the Terrance show. We live from the fact we in the building. Hold on, what I'm saying. I gotta put that there. Freezing. So,
What's up?
wait a minute. We're getting a little reverb. We're getting a little reverb. So it's down a little bit.
Tone it down.
So what made you come up with that song? What was in your mind when you was coming up with that, man?
It was in my mind. I know.
It was just the hook.
It was
the hook and the beat.
It was the beat, because actually it's the Bull G-Eazy beat or whatever, but I didn't hear the song before. I just heard the beat and I was like, I just fuck with this beat. Like, just like, and I just came up with that shit. Like,
you kind of got that like that fast.
mm-hmm.
Like you break it down there because you don't have a lot of rappers in Philly that really do like the fast thing. Like how you do.
Yeah.
And I will say with the fast rapping and knowing what you're talking about, a lot of down south people fuck with you, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people in Philly will fuck with you on that too.
Right.
So so let me ask you, who a feature? Who would it be? Who would you work with? Matter of fact, I would say as much as I would say a superstar, I'm gonna say Philly. Who in Philly that you would fuck with right now that's popping? That you know that you would be on track with? Because I know you selective.
I like the boy Santos. Like, I don't know if, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if a lot of people hip to the boy, but I like the boy Santos. He real nice. I'm trying to think who else.
Santos is dope. That's a good one.
Yeah. Let me try and think. 8. I don't know if you heard of 8 More before.
8 More?
Yeah, 8 More.
No, I never heard of him before.
You gotta check him out.
Check him. He from Philly?
Yeah, he from Philly. Yeah, he
Okay.
from Philly. He actually from West and shit. He right around the way and shit.
Okay.
He nice as shit, and he got some dope ass videos.
Okay.
I know him and shit. Me and him just haven't gotten around to doing something yet, but yeah, he really Who else in Philly? I mean, for real, it don't really matter to me. Like, I'll work with anybody.
I kind of feel like you could be on there with anybody.
It's like as long as like it's like the motherfucker is serious, like it don't really matter. Like, I'll work with anybody. Like, you know what I'm saying, as long as the music is gonna be dope, you know what I'm saying, it don't really matter. Like,
I feel like you could be on the track with anybody.
Cause like really, I'm a connoisseur of music. Like, you know what I'm saying, like a lot of people say they don't like the new wave shit or whatever. Like, I mean, I can get where they come from, but you know what I'm saying, like some of the shit, it's not necessarily like traditional hip hop or whatever, but like, you know what I'm saying, it's if something sounds good, like I can vibe with it. So like it don't really matter. Like it's all about the sound to me. Like any type of genre, like, you know what I'm saying, as long as it sounds good. Cause like I listen to everything. Like I listen to hip hop, I listen to rock, I listen to like R&B, I listen to jazz, like. So really, I'm a music connoisseur.
Freeze, you listen to R&B. You listen to rock.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes in my spare time, man, I can't, you know what I'm saying?
Tell me about No Chasers.
I gotta be versatile. No Chasers. That's actually something, as you were saying, like the down south type vibe. That's got a down south type vibe to it. It's actually a beat that somebody sent to me through Number One Music. The guy's name, I think it was Malik Manley was his name. Mm-hmm. He sent me the beat, like he heard my stuff and he just sent me the beat like on the fly. It was like, I think you could fuck with this John, and then me and my homie Slim Gunner, we just went in on that shit. So.
Let's get into it. Let's go, man. Yeah, No Chasers. That's how I am with this XO. You want some more?
Yeah.
I was
about to run out.
Hey, listen, man. Look, that's what we do here, man. You know what I'm saying? XO.
XO.
Cause I don't know the other shit at. This is what the fuck we drinking. We drinking that brown shit right now.
Yeah, I only fuck with brown. I like that clear shit.
You don't like that? Put him right there. What, tell him right now.
Won't fuck with that clear shit. You know what I'm saying? That brown XO.
Okay, tell him right now. Message. Right here, man. No Chasers hitting Freez in the building. We're already on the Terrance show. We live before effect in the building. Hey, hold up, man. I gotta turn this side of the Prince off. Sorry, man. I love you, but we gotta turn it off for a minute. You know what I mean? We talking. We got good vibes with my man Freez, man. Like, look, before I even get into the next song, man, we talking about Liberty of me and Shane. We just talking about how, like,
You want me to bring it down now?
Here.
You gonna bring it back down?
Yeah. We ain't getting into some real shit, man.
Yeah, we got no. I can have that conversation with Freez because we hadn't Believe it or not, Freez be knowing a lot of shit. Boy is very smart. He knowing a lot of shit. He know more than I do. You know what I'm saying? But I'm sure you've been catching up on that a little bit.
Yeah, I heard a little bit about it. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not like super up on it, you know what I mean? But like, I have definitely heard some stuff about it. Me and Deshaun was actually talking about it. Like,
Yeah, I know
me and Deshaun talking like back and forth. But yeah, basically like, in slavery is still alive and well. You know what I mean? And like,
Yo, like 400 years is like, yo, this shit's still going on. Like, what the fuck, man?
It's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? It's real fucked up. Like, I just know way to explain that shit except it's fucked up, man.
Yo, to me, it's mind-boggling.
I mean, it's definitely crazy, but I mean, it's not like that crazy. Like, it's a lot of shit goes on. I mean, like, we was just talking with the girls that was missing, like bring our girls back, like, you know what I'm saying, shit like that goes.
They bring back. Where this shit go? That shit just went out of nowhere. Nobody's not even talking about it no more.
Yeah, exactly though. But that's what I'm saying. Shit like that really goes on like all the time, and it really goes like under the radar of a lot of people. Because like, I mean, people get caught up in their everyday lives, and it's like shit like that really goes on every day. Like right now, if somebody's suffering, like because of some slavery or it's a sex slave or some type of shit. Like right now, you know what I'm saying? We don't even fucking know about it. You know what I'm saying? And like shit is fucked up. Like, I mean, and I feel like, you know what I'm saying, like, I don't know, man, like, shit is crazy. Like, the government's, like, they try to make it seem like they give a fuck sometimes, but they don't really, like, focus. They don't really focus on this type of shit, like, you know what I'm saying, like, they really
money.
should. Like, you know what I mean?
It's money involved. Like, you know, slaves are getting sold for $400. If it's not benefiting the U.S., I believe on the higher level, they're not fucking with it.
Nah.
Hey, how many people are? You know what they'll do? They'll break the shit down. Well, how many people they got? Or 500? Well, how many? They got 500 people? Well, how much? 400?
Right.
Nah, that's not. Nah, that's worth us talking about. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I feel you, because it's like, I mean, you know, the government's got soldiers, U.S. soldiers over here guarding poppy fields in other countries and shit, and then, like, you got slave trades going on. It's like, what's more important, like, these people's lives or these poppy fields? You know what I'm
It's
saying?
all about
Like,
the money.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
It's about the money and the power, bro. Like, that's what it's all about. If it's not about saving people's lives, about a financial situation, how you going to benefit this country and what we do is we going to do this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why people just don't give a fuck.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, it's really like a whole facade. Like, a lot of people put on a facade. Like, I just seen like a post or whatever the other day, and I shared it. Like, people, like, they'll try to like feed a homeless person on camera or some shit, and it's like, why would you do something like that on camera? Like, what is the point of that?
What's
Like,
the whole point where you can just do it?
You can just do it. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta film it. Just do it. You know what I'm saying? Just help the person. Like, you know what I'm saying? Why you gotta make it try to seem like people always trying to play this PR game, like, you know what I'm saying, with social media and things, like, you know what I'm saying?
Interesting. When you say PR, what do you mean? Like, as far as though with them just for a recognition, as far as with them.
I don't know. People just try to like always try to seem. They want to seem like a better person, or like, I don't know. Maybe like they try to. I don't know. They want to do it to seem like a better person in other people's eyes, or maybe they want to make themselves feel better or whatever. But
that's the whole point, man.
I don't know. I mean, it always seems ingenuine when you do these type of things for social media or something like that.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. Like,
it's the perception that people get wrong.
Everybody wants to seem like a good person. Yeah.
But no one wants to do the work for it.
Right. You know what I mean? So, I mean, that's what a lot of it really is about. Even with the government and shit. The government make it seem like they care about something, but really, in all actuality, like
they don't give a shit's ass.
Yeah, it's about appeasing people. My mom actually was telling me something, like, 'cause she used to work for the school district or whatever. And she was talking about, like, how sometimes the school district, they try to, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, push something out there to be a scapegoat to appease the people, and like other times they don't really give a fuck about what the parents and you know what I'm saying, is complaining about or whatever. So like
they don't give a shit.
It's a PR game when people always trying to play the PR thing, man.
That's It has to do a lot about, to me, it's politics and money.
Yeah.
Everything revolves around money. When you think about the justice, like, so, and not to bring it up, because we're talking about everything. You think about Meek Mill.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that he's locked up.
Yeah.
For not really doing nothing that fucking crazy.
It wasn't crazy.
But
I mean, alright, yeah.
It's not that crazy to get to it for.
Alright, I don't know. People might look at me as the bad guy. I mean, he did what he did. He did violate his parole. Now, his sentence is
when you say he violated parole, what did he do to violate it?
He did whatever he did. Like, that's what I'm saying. He popped a willy, whatever the fuck he did. Like,
Pop a willy?
Look, this is what I'm saying. Look, this is what I'm saying, bro. Like, you already knew you was under the microscope, bro. And this is the whole thing, bro. When you famous and you under that microscope, they gonna get you whatever they can. It don't matter.
Really?
They got OJ off of some bullshit too because they couldn't get him for the. You see what I'm saying, bro? It don't matter.
You got people who's getting off raping people.
It don't.
Yeah, but the apparently the judge had it out for him. The judge was like obsessed with him because apparently the judge is a failed actress, and apparently there's a video clip of her in a movie, screaming and crying about in the scene where like her son died and got taken.
Get the fuck out of here! Really?
It's a real thing. I swear.
Did you see this on YouTube? Bring that shit up!
I don't know if it's on YouTube.
Bring that shit up!
I saw it on TV.
Bring that shit up!
It was on TV. I can't bring it up right now.
Oh!
Right? But apparently she when he was in court with the judge was like, look, you gotta denounce violence in your songs, right? Denounce guns in your songs and put me in your video. And he was like, no. And she was like, all right, then you're going to jail.
Wow.
I thought it was just about the Boys and Men remaking shit.
I'm not even sure, but like basically, I know that she had it out for him. She had it out for him for a long time.
I didn't know about those facts.
Yeah, you didn't know about that?
I didn't know about those facts.
I know there's a video clip. There's a video clip of the judge from like a while ago where she was in like a TV show or something, and she was like playing the mom of like some boy who died. He gets taken away by an ambulance, and she's in the middle of the street screaming, "No, my baby's dead!" Screaming and shit. It's on the internet. You gotta find it, man. Just look. You gotta look it up. We can't do it on the show, obviously, live because I'm a camera.
This is what I'm saying, man. Like you know that you famous and you under that type of microscope. Like they gonna use whatever they can against you, bro. So it's like
especially someone who's out to get you.
Exactly. So you already know. Like you gotta keep yourself. You gotta stay clean, man. You gotta keep your nose clean, man. You can't let them catch you.
So let me ask you a question, right? You famous. We gonna put you there now. We're gonna put you there now, Freez. You famous, right?
Right.
You jeweled up.
Right.
No, I ain't gonna say you jeweled up. Let's take the jewels away. You got a little chain, a little watch. I know you. You ain't crazy with it.
Yeah, I ain't crazy.
Yeah, you ain't crazy with it, right? You really much low key.
Yeah.
You don't bother nobody. Stay out the way, do little features, you do you know what I mean? See some rappers shake it up, you know what I mean? And you go about you go home.
Right.
You get caught up.
Right.
And you know they after you. What do you do?
What you talking about? The situation
that like yeah, you on probation for like let's say 3 years. But the lifestyle that you lead, let's say that's struggling. Let's say if you smoke a lot of weed, man. All right, you smoke a lot of weed.
Don't wish that evil on me, Rick.
I'm just saying because you understand. Hypothetical. This man wasn't doing nothing though. This man popped the fucking willy.
No, I feel you because that's
it's modern day slavery, man.
No, real shit. Like it's not all on him. I'm not saying it's all on him because for real, the system is definitely biased like a motherfucker, bro. The system is biased. There's no doubt in my mind the system is biased. But at the same time, what can you do about the system being biased, bro?
He's been dealing with
you can only control yourself. You can't do shit about the system right now. As you know what I'm saying?
He's been on probation.
You can only control your own actions, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
he's been on probation since
I feel you, bro.
Like he's been 19, he's 30 now.
I feel you, bro.
What type of you bound to fuck up somewhere?
I feel you, bro. It's fucked up that the system.
You can't walk
shit is real. It's fucked up the system make motherfuckers go through that type of shit because it's like sooner or later you gonna fuck up, man. Everybody fucks up. Everybody makes a mistake. We all humans, man. Nobody's perfect. Everybody makes mistakes.
She got the nerve to be black.
But like
she got the nerve to be fucking black. I think there's some money behind her.
I don't know.
Anytime the DEA say don't lock him up, what was your whole point of you even summoning him to court?
I don't know. And maybe it's a lot of that what you call
She ain't getting that.
she
She ain't getting that.
could be, yeah, might be
Yeah,
it too.
that's what it is. She ain't getting no dick. That's what it is. She ain't getting no dick. The judge is not getting no dick. That judge down on Filbert Street in Philadelphia is not getting no dick. And she mad and she needs some attention. Cause you look at her, she had a big ass fucking forehead. Bitch forehead big as shit, man.
Yeah, he like that sometimes, though, you know what I'm saying? No, I don't want to bash the women, you know, sometimes.
No, fuck that. She not a woman. She's a fucking man, yo. She's a fucking man. She ain't no fucking women. Oh shit. She not a fucking man. She's a fucking. Let's get into it, man. Freeze, man. What's this called?
5 a.m.
5 a.m. man. Let's get into it. Now, if it's not it, just go like this to me, cause I know I put it in here. It's 2:30. It's 2 minutes and 33 seconds.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Okay, that's pretty
More
good.
like
Let's play it right now.
I think he, man.
I know you do. Terrance, let's show the world. Let's go. That's like the theme song right after that. So we back, Billy Brown Radio, the Terrance Show, live from the fact we in the building. We got Freezing in here, man.
Yep.
Yeah, we talking about a lot. We sipping off this XO. Will I get in trouble for saying this on air and saying our sponsors? Probably so, but guess what? I don't give a fuck. It's all about the XO right now, man.
XO.
I need to contact them. Hold on. Oh, look at right here, 1-800-213-7931. Shane, you should contact them.
Yeah,
What do you think?
you try.
You wanna try it? Because I know that Kiki Vaca ain't really watching what the fuck we doing on there. Can you make sure when we put on this on YouTube that we don't put Kiki Vaca in there?
I can control that. I can,
Yeah, not to knock Kiki Vaca. Shout out Kiki Vaca. Shout out Team Win. Shout out my man. But
because when I edit the video, I bookend it with presented by Kiki Vodka, but I can take those out. If you
yeah,
want me
take
to.
that.
All right.
Because my whole thing is.
See, I was gonna do that a while ago, but you told me to keep it in, so I kept it in.
Nah, fuck that.
All right.
Keep.
Said, fuck you, pay me.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
Shout out Kiki Vaca though, but I'm fucking feeling this EMJX. So I don't know how they gonna feel about it, but the way I'm feeling, it's smooth. You want some more? Sure. Yeah, man. Get some more, man. Yeah, get some more. Shane, you don't drink.
No.
You don't drink. I forgot. You don't drink at all. That's good.
He doesn't drink at all.
No, he doesn't drink at all. Nah.
Not usually.
Nah.
Usually,
Nah.
it's special occasion.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
You don't drink at all, man. But Shane, before we get out of here, bro, anything you want to say before we get out of here, man?
I'm saying y'all can go check out that mixtape on SoundCloud.com.
Tell me the name of it, because I'm mad at you. You ain't telling me the whole goddamn
The name
thing.
of the mixtape is Freez Da Hell. You can go to SoundCloud.com/Freez60. It's FREEZ60. You can go on number1music.com, FREEZ. You know what I'm saying? That's the number one music, John. You can go on Hot97.com too. I'm actually up on there too.
Hot 97?
Yeah, I got a profile on Hot 97 too.
Quiet cat. You and this guy that I interviewed named 5 Grand. Y'all two are like 5 Grand been in the
I
business.
actually heard of 5 Grand. I seen him perform too. Yeah,
I know you know 5 Grand because I know you know who 5 Grand is. We'll talk about that behind the scenes. Yo, Freeze, man. Anytime, man. You got a home here. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? I'll definitely come back through, man.
Hell yeah, man. Next time we'll have a hookah.
Oh, yeah.
We'll have a hookah and we'll build some hookah. It's cool with that?
It sounds good.
That sounds good, man. The Terrance Show, we out of here, man. We see you next Sunday. Always remember, man, the best show in the world, a.k.a. the universe, man, from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m., man. You know who it is, man. We here, Underground Radio, the Terrance Show. We about to be out. See you next Sunday. Peace.
I said it's Freeze. You now tuned in to the Terrance Henry Show from 6 to 8 p.m. on Sunday. The best show in the world.